Hey guys, knocking out another cast today. This one is going to be a 1 versus 1 average Joes between Barador and Nekulich on the infamous Williams Bridge. There is a strong possibility we will see a base swap. Those are quite popular on this map. I'm not sure why. Apparently the grass always looks greener from the other side of the map. Everyone wants the new real estate, so why not trade houses? First land up for Nekulich as well as Barador. This is a tight and fast land map. It is a 5K, very small, central channel, and a little bit of room for spam and some warring on both sides. Not very much mass. There's a couple of boulders here and there and a couple of far-flung mass extractors, but overall this map is quite defendable from your home base if you choose to stay there. More land factories going up for both players, no error as of yet, and some raids going out for Nekulich. Very good idea to raid on this map. If you're able to knock out these expansion engineers, that can be critical early game. Often the matches are decided by who gets the mass extractors to the right and left very early on and who is able to turn out just a handful more tanks. On this map, I have seen games that they literally came down to the difference of 7 or 8 tanks and being able to push over the other guy's production. Air Factory is on the way for Nekulich. He is the first to take the dive, although there is an Air Factory coming very rapidly for Barador. Both players will need the scouting information. It looks like ACUs are hanging towards the northern side somewhat, and there's a whole lot of tanks coming on the southern side. Overwhelming number of Manus. This is not going to be healthy for UEF. Lonely, lonely comms. One awesome thing about having a map this small, you can halfway zoom in and catch all the action, and no need for split screen or zipping in and out all over the place. Barador laying down a point defense in this choke point. You can see by the range it does nearly cut off the whole pass. Nekulich has tried to push on the southern side, but unfortunately 3 more tanks. Barador gets to hold the gap. These players look like they're having a game of Ring Around the Rosie on this rock here. Around a little, around the other way. Right now Nekulich has taken the initiative with a pretty good sized group of Mantis. Cutting off the ACU from his base. I would have pushed harder. I don't know. This is going to be close. And point defense saves your life. Still a stalemate on the southern side. Neither player really able to push there. Nekulich is far ahead of Barador mass-wise. He is getting a pretty good amount of reclaim out here. Barador not pushing enough engineers. He needs to get engineers out on the field to get this reclaim up. He has 2, and he does have the tanks on his side, but there is enough to sustain Nekulich at a bit higher rate of mass production. ACU has pushed over, and again, swapping sides on the rock. It's like watching 2 little kids run back and forth around the table. And now let's turn counterclockwise. Even though he was late to the game, Barador has secured air control. He has far more interceptors than Nekulich does. Partly because Nekulich is being quite fond of the bombers at the moment. Barador is not filling his mass extractors fast enough. Still lagging behind on production. Getting an upgrade on his ACU. I would imagine that that is gun. We will find out in just a moment. This tank push on the south, I don't think will be successful. There are just too many Mantis in too tight of a formation. There is no way that he is going to be able to push that. He has chosen tier 2 on his ACU. Medusas and Rhinos out on the field for Nekulich. He has taken the leap of faith into tier 2, although there are tier 2 point defense on the field now, so I don't know how effective that's going to be. Yet another round of Ring Around the Rosie. Auto gun going up on the hill. That is brilliant. I would never have thought of building up there on top of that. Just peeking over the ledge. Medusa's coming up around to stun the point defense, and T1 is putting an awful hard pounding on that commander. That is a dangerous situation. Tanks moving in on the south side. Rhino's not going to make the difference. Just overwhelming numbers for Barad-dûr. Although his commander is in trouble right here. He is down to 4,500 health and trading blows with a commander. 3,000 shield on the way. He has gotten to T2 land. Pillars are there to stand by him. Nekulich has managed to deny yet again down here, and he is sitting on all the mass. He needs to get those engineers up to the front and start producing. Now Nekulich is in a whole world of hurt. 900, 800, 700 health, 6. Air just barely managing to get those units out of there. He does have a T2 point defense to fall back on. The Cerberus is going to help him out a lot. 300 health. Picking up a vet, I think. Yes, that was a vet for 1,000 extra health. Saved his life. Talk about timely. Another attack force moving south for Barad-dûr. He has more than enough units to crush this now. If he can keep them together and focus. Oh, he ran past the point defense, pins himself in a corner. Oh, man. He had the units to pull it off. And he threw his ACU past a point defense. Not smart. Both players saying that was a tough game. That was pretty action-packed, especially for this rank level. Good game to both players. That was excellent use of units. Good strategy there for Nekulich, building those point defense. That saved his life right there. That and that T2 point defense back here to fall back on, that saved the game for him. Well played. Well played both sides. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for me today. Thanks for watching as always.